LGBTQ, fallen angels, aliens on earth. What are we to make of this? Let's open our eyes and use the Bible, because the Bible has got all the answer, and understand these things. So let's start with LGBTQ. People from this community claim that sex is determined by the horoscope. Horoscope is how the stars influences our nature as humans. Rather, astrology, the star system, Orion, Mars, the stars on the planet, the bear. So they claim that the stars is what influences their sex. And this made me to do a thorough research. Because I remember in the Bible, if you want the verse, you can comment below, then I give you the verse. I remember God warning the children of Israel against worshipping the starry host. The starry host in the book of Isaiah 34. You'll hear about the starry host. They will fall down when in the end of times. That is Isaiah 34, Matthew 24, the book of Revelation 7. You'll hear about the starry host. So who are these starry hosts? The starry host are the fallen angels. There are so many biblical verses that support this, both in the canon Bible and in the we call them the Apocrypha, the hidden or the forbidden books of the Bible, that deeply dives into the issue of astrology, horoscopes, fallen angels, and how they influence the way of our life. In fact, there is this major book known as the Testament of Solomon. This is where Solomon was given power. Actually, the wisdom of Solomon was the power that he was given by God to control the demons. The demons are the fallen angels. The fallen angels and their sons or other daughters that they made when they cohabitated with humans in the book of Genesis 6. So the book of Genesis 6 has been further expounded in the book of Enoch, the book of Jubilees, and the book of Jasher. So if you read these hidden books, you will get more explanation of what happened in Genesis 6, because Genesis 6 is very shallow on this matter. It just claims that now the sons of men saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they came down and then they had children with them. We have to put these glasses up because we are opening our eyes. And they had children with them, and these children became giants. And from then, there was the issue of the floods. After the floods, God reduced our ages, because during those times, people used to live for a very long period of time. So let's get back to the subject matter, LGBTQ. So if you read the Bible very carefully, LGBTQ are just people possessed by the demonic entities from the stars. Because let me tell you something, you have been lied to. And I'm going to mention this, and most people who are going to hear this will think that I'm crazy, but you have been lied to. The universe is not as huge as you think it is. The earth is the center of the universe that we know as humans. There are no other big stars out there. There's a star, it's a billion light years away. Those are lies that are propaganda that are projected by the Luciferian society that has grasped It has made all of every entity in the society, from school, churches, food industry, music industry. The Luciferian society is controlling every aspect of that. And they introduce that through the school system. So when you go into school, they doctor you, or rather they make you to be their slave. For instance, this is just a question. These days there are churches that have schools. Churches have schools. In my church, I was a Seventh-day Adventist. Seventh-day Adventist had schools. So the Bible teaches that the earth, the God separated the waters, and then he made the heavens, and he made the stars in the heavens, that is the waters above. And then he made a dome, which was the sky. And in this dome, he made the sun and the moon. That is Genesis 1. If you go to the book of the Jubilees, the narration is the same. The book of Adam and Eve, the narration is the same. The book of Joshua, the narration is the same. Yeah, if you read the story of the floods, when God opened the floodgates of the heavens, and it rained for 40 days, and all mountains on earth were covered. And the evidence of these floods, it is not only in the Middle East, it is all over. That means the first era of creation, from creation to Noah, humans had multiplied and they had filled the entire surface of earth. And there are so many evidence. If you move from one part of the continent, you will find pyramids that were built by ancient technologies. And you wonder, who built this pyramid? What technology were they using? If now is where we have the linear. So let's put that aside. Let's get back to what LGBTQ is. So these are people that have allowed the star system to influence them. The star system, these stars that we see here, are a board of angels, both fallen and holy ones, which you call the watchers, the archangels, etc. They are the angels that live in the first heaven, in the lower heaven, because we have three heavens: the first heaven, the second heaven, and the first heavens. If you want to know more about these heavens, you can read the book of Enoch and the Testament of Solomon. In the Testament of Solomon, this is what Beelzebub claims. When Solomon chained him, because Solomon was given, like I had said before, Solomon was given, his wisdom was the ability to master the science of the universe. And the science of the universe is magic. It involves angels, God, etc. So he was given the power to bind and control the demons. And now the prince of the demons, who is Beelzebub. The Beelzebub is mentioned so many times in the Bible. Is mentioned in the book of Matthew when Jesus was debating with the Pharisees. Is mentioned when Elijah the Tishbite was having a moral war with the Baal prophets. He has been mentioned severally because he is the prince of the demon. He's also mentioned in the book of the Gospel of Nicodemus. So when Solomon asked Baal, or rather Beelzebub, why was he alone? Because demons walk in legion. And this was his answer. This was his answer. Watch his answer.
I was once an angel
right there.
in the first heaven, and now I control all those who are bound in Tartarus.
That was Beelzebub's answer. He was once in the first heaven, a cherubim. But he is all that remains of the fallen angels. For the rest were chained in Hades, in hell, in Tartarus. When you talk of Tartarus, that is, you call hell in Greek language, in Hades, in Sheol, hell in Hebrew language. So hell exists. So he is the one that remains, and is the one that controls all the demons. And when you read this book of Testament of Solomon further, you will meet the 36 rulers of darkness. The 36 rulers of darkness that controls the zodiac signs. The zodiac signs are 12, and these 36 rulers, they are divided into 3 per sign, from Leo to Aries to Gemini to all the 12 zodiac signs. And these are the entities that if you are unwise and you allow them to control you, they will enter into you and they will start manifesting their evil devices to destroy you. And that is what is happening with LGBT community. These demons have possessed them. So that's with LGBT. I'll dive deep into that topic as we meet. We will discuss these 36 cosmic rulers. Then let's move to the issue of UFO. The issue of UFO. UFOs. Of late, we have seen the American government, or rather the Congress, they are investigating the issue of UFO. Let me tell you something. There's nothing like aliens. The aliens that might come to this earth are angels or demons. But they are pushing a narration. They have been pushing this agenda since I was young. I've been watching movies talking about aliens. They push this through movies, they push this through songs, they push this through literature. The point is, they want you to forget that there is the Lord Almighty, the creator of earth and heaven, Elohim, Lord Sabaoth.